Hello, and welcome again to another episode of Third Action. I am your host, Jason, and these are the same... Well, actually not the same. This is a new set of bloody corpses heaped into a wheelbarrow than were here last week. Today, we have a guest, who I guess I'll go and start with them. To my right, there we go, we have Bryce playing... secret character. That says on the screen, but I'll introduce it later. Welcome, Bryce.
Hello.
In the bottom left, fuck, I keep doing this. We have Asher Ford, Human Ranger, played by Charlotte.
Still me.
In the bottom middle, we have Will playing Greshy, Ironroot, Dwarven Druid.
Hello.
And in the bottom right, we have Adam playing Gunn, Shough, Human Redeemer of Erastil. I didn't... That was muted, or... Speak up. Speak louder.
I'm sure I fixed the switch into the non-suck position.
There we go. I don't know. Sometimes Zoom is just weird. Anyway.
Yeah.
Welcome again, my friends, to another episode. Last week on Third Action. It was last week, right? Yes, it was actually last week.
It was. Just a week ago.
Last week on Third Action, our party, I guess, laid low for the night after having burned down the 7 sawmill, along with all of the remaining clues to the murder mystery that they were trying to solve. In the morning, they tried to sort out what to do. And came up with the plan to revisit the old tea grandmother who had been serving them up hot piping information in a prior episode. She conveyed to them what she knew about what's his name? Justice Ironbriar. There we go.
Ironbrain.
Yes. Iron Brains. Justice Ironbriar,
more like,
who the party has murdered, and sort of his habits and what he's been up to around the city, her suspicions on his activities, etc. The party
Just
devised...
as he was before.
True. The party then tried to figure out where they should go next. Since the sawmill was a bit of a no-go now, they came up with a few different options of where to go. They found out about another of the 7's establishments in the city, a money lending facility, not too far from the tea place where you were getting information. Another option was Lord Ironbriar's estate, or his manor, as it were, which seemed as if it would be less occupied at nighttime. And a third option which came up was the Shadow Clock, a tower in the underbridge area of Magnamar. Beneath the Ire Span sits a rickety old clock tower that no one goes near. Especially not in recent months. There has been a spate of disappearances in the area. And all that's left behind are bloody trails and bits of viscera. So people have rightfully begun to shy away from the place, and the town guard hasn't seemed to do much about it. So the party thought that this might be a good place to investigate first before checking out some of their other leads. And so the party ventured to the underbridge area, through the empty streets covered up by the shadow of the Ire Span above, and found their way into the tower. Opening the doors, they are met face to face with a massive monstrosity of flesh stitched together, straw kind of sticking out of all of its clothing, a massive straw hat on its head. It was towering over a wheelbarrow stacked high with corpses, many of them half-eaten, and it was currently kind of chewing on one when the doors open and the party steps in. And so that is where we will begin today. So let me go ahead and I think the map is already set. So let's move the map over. Roll some battle music. And give me initiatives, please.
Hooray! Let's see. Where are we? There we are.
And
Perception.
Bryce, if you would like to roll your initiative
Oh,
as well.
sorry.
Yes, perception is...
Okay.
That was a 19, so fix that. There we are.
And I will give this guy an initiative as well. Oh, wow. Okay. Let me get my...
It's the only time that'll ever happen tonight.
All right, and his initiative is it's kind of average. Okay, 22. All right. I guess let's do, yeah. So we've got Gunn first with a 29. The secret guest character also with a 29. Asher with a 26 and Greshy with a 19. Sorry, the scarecrow monstrosity is at a 22 right before Greshy. So let's go ahead and start with Gunn. You guys have pressed the doors open, you barged into the room, and here you're met with a massive creature that's reaching down for a massive scythe on the ground.
Weapons are already drawn.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go ahead and activate my sword fire enchantment.
Okay, so you use one action, run your hand across the sword, and it lights in flame.
I get to say it. I say, how about a little fire, Scarecrow?
Oh my god.
Everyone in battle positions just stops and looks at Gunn and just goes,
Do you need
What?
some water? I can't.
All right, that was your first action.
How much distance do we have to cover to get there?
looks like about 30.
If it's more than 30, it seems to be more than 30.
It's
Just
35
a bit
feet.
More than 30.
Then I will advance to the middle of the room and shields up.
Okay, Gunn charges in, shield at the ready, and sword alight with flame. As he's doing that, Bryce, your character, what would you like to do? Sorry, you are... I'll just go ahead and reveal where you are.
Okay.
Where you
Nobody
hiding the
knows
wheelbarrow
where
of corpses.
Nobody knows where I am, not even me, because I don't think I have vision yet.
You should have vision now.
Oh, okay, there we are.
There you are. So, unbeknownst to the party, currently invisible under the influence of a potion of invisibility, just around the corner behind the door is a small gnomish woman and her flying cat. What would you like to do? So yeah, you're currently invisible.
Okay, let's see.
I'll give you a little ninja icon if I can find it. There it is.
Can I slip by the others without them noticing or getting weirded out?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
They might get a perception check to notice. What's your stealth DC?
Stealth
So-
DC is
10 plus your stealth modifier.
stealth mod is 12.
Okay. So Greshy, Phelan, and Asher, I guess, can all roll perception. But Basta, you
Sure.
can go ahead and move.
Oh,
You
good,
add-
nice job.
I'm sure you
Well.
add some amount of that to invisibility also.
Sorry, what did I say? You said your modifier was 12?
Yes.
Yeah, so 22 is the DC to beat. Plus some from invisibility. Looks like everybody, Greshy and Asher both got 20s, so they
Everyone
don't
gets a
notice.
20. With the same roll. Oh, Greshy. Phelan is good.
Phelan turns and sniffs at something, a soft scent of food passing by, but he's too focused on this massive creature to really do much about it.
5.
Your familiar is currently on you, I presume, so
Yeah.
just move with you.
Okay.
Okay. The gnome rushes past Greshy, Asher, and Phelan into the room. There's a big pile of straw to your immediate left, but you can see the massive flesh monstrosity just up ahead, past Gunn.
Okay, I'll go ahead and decloak and cast Ray of Frost. Oh, I guess it didn't actually roll the thing. Do I have to? What part do I have to click to cast the spell or? roll for it?
Oh, you might actually. Let's see. Let me see. So, new characters having to set up character sheets.
New character, who this?
This is Ray of Frost. I'll take a look
Yeah.
at your sheet.
So cantrips.
It's just missing an attack roll. So this is Arcana Intelligence.
Sounds about right.
Or sorry, Arcane Spell Intelligence. Roll, yep. Versus their AC.
Okay.
Okay, now if you
Try
click it
that
again.
again.
There we
Okay.
go. 34.
Whew.
Okay, so beside you guys, or just beside Asher, a small gnomish woman with brilliant purple hair appears out of nowhere, and an icy bolt leaps or beams out from her palm. This guy's AC, that is a hit, but not a critical. In this case.
Okay.
So go ahead and I guess roll the damage. We
Alright.
didn't add the damage to that, but
So 13 cold damage.
okay, 13 points of cold damage. What is it? Oh. Okay, 13 points of cold damage. So as the creature is hit by the cold, its flesh begins to frost over, and it is slowed. And do I have a good icon for slow? It's like a snail. There we go.
Or it's only gets the penalty on a crit fail or crit success.
I know, but this creature
Oh.
is actually
Oh.
partially weak to cold. So
Oh,
you-
sorry.
its flesh ends up like kind of frosting over much more than you would expect from the type of hit that it just took. And I guess I'll go ahead and show you guys the character art for this person who's just appeared, so you can see what they look like.
Is that a spoon?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so a short gnomish woman in a long red cloak over a blue apron and light blue adventurer's gear underneath with a massive staff in the shape of a ladle has appeared, and I guess she has pointed her staff back end first to produce the effect. And her cat.
Speaking of which, today's sponsor happens to be Blue Apron.
Everyone get your I don't know if we can say that we're sponsored by someone or not. And here's our cat. It's a purple, looks like a normal cat for the most part, except it is quite purple and has this kind of starry night pattern in its fur that's kind of just shimmering. The angle that you look at it changes the star map. And its tail is a long curling tail of every color of the rainbow. Okay. So that was all three of your actions: movement and casting Ray of Frost. So this woman has just appeared beside you. Do you want to say anything, or?
Me?
No.
Ah.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you can say so.
Ugh.
Oh,
Special reaction.
But she's
Oh,
not
sorry.
attacking me, so that's okay.
oh, sorry. Oh, sorry to barge in.
That's okay.
Okay, Asher.
Oh, it's my turn. Hooray!
Yes,
All
it's
right,
your
well,
turn.
we
This
might
woman
as
has
well-
appeared
also,
beside you
I
and
have,
said sorry for barging in.
I have been forgetting that I have crossbow ace for the longest time, so I wrote it down today. That will help us. All right. Well, she's helping us. This is pretty okay. Ash is very awkward around anybody, so kind of like steps a bit, not out of his square. And then he's gonna focus on the danger at hand, which he will hunt prey. It's the only creature in the room right now, right? Is the big
Yes.
scarecrow. Yeah, he's just gonna hunt prey, and then try and hit with his crossbow. See how that goes. With a 29.
You kind of back away a little bit from this person who's appeared, unsure exactly what to say to her, and aim your crossbow and fire. The bolt launches true, smacks into this creature's flesh. So okay. Yes, that will hit. Roll damage.
Let's see, we have 14 plus 6 for 20.
All right, 20 points of piercing damage as
Not
the
bad.
bolt pierces its flesh. Actually, sorry, not quite that much. It is resistant, so it takes 5 less.
That's okay. So it takes 15. Alright, and for my last move, I'm gonna wander and reload, so I'm gonna go 5. Oh, it's weirdly.
Yeah, the grid is not quite aligned with the actual grid.
It's
Alright,
fine.
well, I'm coming to the square here.
Okay.
And that will be my turn. I'll reload while I do that.
Okay, so Asher kind of moves around the opposite side of the room from this newcomer and tries to get a better position. It is this creature's turn. Seeing these interlopers appear, it lets out a disgusting roar and charges at Gunn. But slowed. I think slowed is just, it has one less action.
I think so.
When you regain actions, reduce by your slowed value. So yes. It is slowed 1, I believe.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, just one last action.
Okay. So it's going to, it charges forward and it's going to swing its scythe at Gunn. Meat! That is... Here's its attack bonus. There we go. 32 to hit Gunn.
That does hit.
Okay. Not a critical, I assume.
Not a critical.
Okay. So it's going to get this much damage.
Is that slashing damage?
Yes, this is slashing damage.
Nice. For me.
Plus
Ish,
the bonus.
relatively speaking.
25 points of slashing damage.
Ooh. Well, I get it reduced by 3 because I have gained armor specialization for the plate armor. 3 plate.
Okay, so you know how to like maneuver the plates between you and the attack, and it kind of cuts across that more.
Alright, I took
And
22.
it doesn't have another action, so yeah, it just does the 2. Since it is currently slowed. And how does slowed go away?
When you
I guess
regain your actions at the start of your turn, reduce the number of actions. I don't see where it says.
I guess it's just slowed.
I think most effects usually list a duration for how long the slowed number will pass.
Yeah, weirdly it doesn't say here, so I'll just say 1 turn.
That makes sense.
So at the end of its turn, it's no longer slowed. Okay. All right, Greshy, you are up. It's the bottom of the round.
All right. Well, first thing Greshy will do was, since I actually read up on the rules on how to use my freaking staff, going to use a charge of the staff to cast a first level heal spell at Gunn. So he takes 4 plus 8, so 13, because it's +1 hit points back.
Okay, you gesture with the staff, and Gunn, you feel some healing energy coming from behind you, and gives you a second win.
And then Greshy will direct Phelan to quit sniffing at the cat and get around the guy. And so Phelan will take off. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Does it do anything as Phelan enters its reach?
No.
All right. And then Phelan will take a bite at the creature.
Okay, so Phelan runs around behind Gunn, around the creature's flank, and behind it. And
Chomp.
yes, you have flanking.
So
that is
32.
effectively a 32 versus its AC. That is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right. Take a chomp. Whole 11 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Are there still bonuses to hit for attacking things that are bigger than you in this?
No.
Okay.
That's, I think, yeah, no, not really.
Okay.
Okay, so 11 points, that is reduced to 6 due to its resistance. Phelan leaps out, bites him in the ankle, and tries to dig into the flesh, but it's really tough, and blood oozes out, but it doesn't get quite the full effect that he wants.
All right. And then he'll just tell the lady to try not to get in the way too much.
Okay,
Yes.
start round 2. Gunn.
Who are you talking? Whoa. Hey.
Gunn looks back and sees
Hello.
this gnomish woman.
All right. Seems to me that I'm going to want to keep that shield up, so that's action 1. Actually, I'll attack first. I'll make that decision later. I will attack with my longsword. So we have a 26 to hit.
26 will just barely hit. You swing, catch his arm as he's trying to swing at you, and go and roll damage.
Okay, we have 18 slashing, 1 fire, and if this guy is undead, is he? Is he undead?
Ha,
think he's checking.
sorry, I accidentally muted myself.
Oh.
No, he is not undead.
Oh, he's
5.
he's made out of corpses that are all sewed together. I thought.
Maybe he's just fully dead.
Okay,
Yeah,
I don't think
I guess
does-
he's a-
golems count as undead.
I guess he's a golem of some kind. Yeah. Okay. Well, then it's 18 slashing and 1 fire.
Okay, let's see. Alright, the 18 gets reduced to 13. And the 1 fire still happens, I think. Oh, okay. Roll an extra 5d8.
What? That's a lot more than 1d4.
I should have prepared fire spells.
5d8.
I think this is how this works.
25 points. If he
Okay, 25 plus 1 is 26. So the fire catches all the straw on his body and just runs up his side. His goes up much more in flame than you expected.
all right. I guess maybe that's as soon as he takes fire damage for the first time,
No.
rather than on every hit.
Who knows?
Who knows?
A mystery.
Suppose you could find out with another hit.
I think I'll hit him again. He actually did not seem to like that much. Why am I-
He's yeah, he lets out a loud, nasty roar
Yeah.
again in pain.
There we are. Attack 2. 21. 23.
23 will not hit. You swing again, but this time it kind of knocks your sword away with its hand.
Alright. I will hold up my shield.
Okay, with your third action. All right, it's Basta's turn. Basta.
Okay. Now, seeing as how cold causes to react one way, fire causes react another way, so let's go ahead and, or more violent way, so we'll try the second option. As soon as I find it on my spell sheet, because I have all of these open for some reason. Okay.
Okay, a 30 will hit with produce flame. So you swirl the staff around, a ball of flame appears on it, and you fling it at the creature. It catches light, so that's 12 points of fire damage. Plus, go ahead and roll another 5d8.
Oh my god. That's not bad.
All right, that's 30 plus the 12. That is a lot of damage. So 42 points of fire damage as the creature just howls in pain. Let's see. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna seem a little counterproductive, but I'll go ahead and. All right, Scotto, let's try the thing. Hey, are you sure? Yeah, I know it. Yeah, using fire on water or water on a flaming thing doesn't make a lot of sense, but let's try it at least. Okay. So the cat flies up about.
So yeah, she's talking to her flying cat, which then flits away from her.
And then grabbing it, holding a flask in one hand, and then
With its weirdly manipulative paws.
Ooh.
oh,
Well done.
Unleashes
That's
a burst of water.
freaking out a little bit over it.
Okay, water, just a massive stream of water gushes out of this flask. And that is a critical hit, natural 20.
So it does an additional 3d6 and gets pushed back 10 feet.
Okay.
Alright.
That is, what type of damage is that? That's bludgeoning damage?
Yes.
That's I have to check something real quick. Sorry. How does that work? I'm a little confused by the way it is worded here in the book.
Imagine he takes extra damage. Just takes an extra 30. Perhaps not.
Oh, okay.
Just as a reminder, the stream is not brought to
Okay.
you by Blue Apron, despite what some people say.
Okay. Yes,
The
I was...
Disguiser is brought to you by Blue Apron.
Okay, is this this is a magical effect, right?
Right. It's basically
Okay.
from the item or magic item he had.
Okay, so this is you Scotto opens up the flask and a burst of magic water rushes at the golem creature. It slams right into the creature's chest. It's a perfect direct hit. You couldn't have asked for anything better. It seems like the golem's going to get knocked back, but then it just kind of holds its ground, and the magical water just kind of dissolves on touch. It's not affected at all.
Ooh.
Oh,
20.
good to know, though.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Scotto's like he's got a fire hose.
He's like struggling to get it back closed. All right, Asher, your turn.
Oh, I don't have any spells. I just have my trusty crossbow, or I have a knife, but I don't want to.
Sometimes like crossbow's all you need.
Well, so let's see.
Just shoot some
So I
good.
already reloaded. Yeah, let's try. Let's do a little shooty shoot. Oh, with a natural 1. I will not be doing a shooty shoot at
Okay.
this moment.
Yeah, you try to take a shot, but you kind of shoot at the same time the water's still going, and it just gets caught in in an errant water spray and gets flung around.
Alright, well, let's reload and try again. Let's see what happens this time. A 30, that's much better.
Much better.
Okay, yeah, you reload and fire again. Pew. And that hits on target. Go and roll damage.
Perfect. Alright, so that's a 9 plus 6, 7, 8, 17.
17 points of piercing damage minus 5, so 12. And that's crossbow ace included?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm adding the 2.
Cool. All right, it's a direct hit. A bolt slams into the creature's neck. It staggers. Blood oozes out from its stitches. This creature looks pretty rough.
And that's my turn.
Okay, it is its turn. I need to do a d20. Okay, it succeeded against that. And bellows out, "You no get near, mistress!" And is going to swing again at Gunn. This time that is a 32 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Okay.
I'm thinking I'm going to use a shield block reaction. Do I need to declare that before damage?
You declare it when the damage gets spoken, so it's 20 points of slashing damage.
Okay, I will do the shield block.
Okay.
Just gonna block 8, leaving 12, so 6 for me and 6 for the shield.
Okay. So that's its first action, was to swing. It's going to... Yeah, it's going to go again. Swing again. This time, so minus 5. Plus that is a 29 to hit.
That is my AC exactly.
Okay, it hits again. This time... That is 17 points of slashing damage on the second attack, and then...
Oh, and I still get to reduce the first hit by an additional 3, right?
Yes, because of your heavy armor mastery thing.
Okay, so there's 3 and then 14.
So yeah,
Okay.
17 minus 3 is also 14. And then third attack, that is significantly worse. But no, that is a 15 to hit. It just swings wildly at Gunn, trying to take him out. Greshy.
Well, this should be interesting. Gun looks alright.
I'm tanking.
Actually, he's tanking good. We're gonna support him tanking, and we'll go ahead and use another of the charges in our staff and give him a little bit more healing. Try and keep him at good health today. Let's not have everybody drop unnecessarily. So that is 8 plus 8, so it's 17 hit points back to you, Gun.
Yay.
Okay, you grip
And
the
then-
staff again, and another bolt of healing energy is received by Gunn.
And then we'll have Phelan take a couple more chomps at the creature, see what he can do. And so first attack. That's a 31 to hit.
32 with
I'm sorry,
flanking?
33
Or, sorry, 33 with
with
flanking.
flanking.
That'll hit, yeah. Go and roll damage.
All right. That's 19 points of damage on the first attack.
Okay, so 14 points. Phelan jumps out, bites at this creature's back leg, pulls out a stitch, and the whole creature just starts to unravel. And falls
Oh.
apart into a
Yay.
clump of flesh and stitches and hay.
Alan did it.
All right.
Burning. Hey.
Well, not anymore. It was quite wet
Oh, it
at
was
some point.
doused.
Yeah, it was kind of doused.
So Not sure how well the fire would have done at that point, but... Whew. Oh. That was...
So
That went
much
well?
for the Colossus of Underbridge.
I kind of...
That's what he meant by the scarecrow.
What?
What's
Also, who are you? What are you doing here?
Oh, please excuse my manners. My name is Basta Ocelonotta. I'm just here investigating, and you three are the heroes of Sandpoint, are you not?
Did our story already get this?
I
Yes.
suppose so.
You know the mayor of Sandpoint, Kendra Devrin, right?
Aye.
Oh yeah.
I'm an aide to her sister, Kellery. She was actually at the Sandpoint, or at the festival in Sandpoint when the goblin attack happened.
Oh, right. That whole
Okay.
thing. That was fun.
Well, good to meet you. And I'm glad that it's not exactly common knowledge of what we're here doing.
I know.
That was-
To be honest, I'd come here trying to investigate things on my own. I'd been investigating the murder's been happening here, and they ended up leading me here after I got there.
Oh,
After I'd found found Ironbrier's journal. Oh, right, you might not know about Judge Ironbrier. Or do you?
Well,
we know.
we know some things, and we know some things that you don't
probably.
quite yet either.
Not sure anymore.
Okay. Then did you come here seeking Mistress Zanisha then?
Mistress
I have
no
no
idea
who that
Sanesha?
is.
Ah. Well, last night for some reason Judge Ironbrier left his manor, so I had managed to sneak in there and I found his journal. The journal mentions a woman he had fallen in love with called Mistress Zanisha that he had helped set up residence in the Shadow Clock. It also mentioned that he had gifted her a scarecrow, which I'm going to go ahead which I would assume is this thing we just fought.
Apparently, gestures to the fleshy thing on the ground.
Seems like a fair assumption.
What a gift.
And it also mentions that Zanesha had taught him a new way to kill and provides him with a list of names every week.
Okay,
Aaron
That
Bryan was
fills in some-
behind more than we thought.
that fills in some blanks. Ironbrier is dead, first of all.
Oh,
So that's where he was last night. He was dead.
He was dead.
Uh,
He is still dead today, to our knowledge.
where'd you find him?
He's-
Did
He's just as dead as he was yesterday.
There was a bit of a fire. You might have heard about it. One of the sawmills went up in flames last night.
Oh, yes, I did hear about that. You weren't involved in that, were you?
We were
Rather
in
not-
the area.
I see.
I burned
we
it down.
say as
All
little
right.
Oh my
It
god,
was
Greshy.
possible about that.
Oh, what? Why did you burn it down?
There are a lot of murderers in it.
There were bits of that.
It had a bit of an infestation.
Okay, so
And I'll also say it wasn't intentional to burn it down. I just didn't really care if it burned down or not. So when it started lighting on fire, I just let it.
Put a hand on
Oh,
Greshy's
so you
shoulder.
didn't necessarily
We're
light the
working on
fire,
that.
you were just there. I'm assuming you were dealing with the...
It was always
Murderers?
burning since the
Eh.
world's been turning.
It was definitely on
No.
fire below us at one point.
It was definitely
Um,
me. I definitely lit the fire.
We had to escape the fire.
To sum up,
I see.
there was a murder cult having a meeting there,
Ah, yes, the skin saws.
Mm-hmm.
discussing how much they love murder and how they're going to do more of it. And we put a stop to that.
By murdering.
Fighting fire with fire.
Well, I suppose that solves one problem, at least. Not
I-
sure why the fire was necessary, but I'm glad I'm glad that at least Lee, you're capable of or quite capable, or more capable than I had thought.
I'm not sure if that's a compliment or not.
I'll
Uh,
take it.
There's just a bit of a difference between killing goblins, which is still very noble. Don't get me wrong. It's just between that and cultists, there's just a little bit of a difference.
Well, I think Asher would disagree with you on the killing
I don't
goblins
think
bit.
there's anything noble about killing goblins. But killing
I-
murderers.
That
Yeah,
said,
that's fair.
Well, we had been planning to go to Ironbriar's Manor after exploring this place, but seems like that might not be necessary any longer.
Yes, I do still have. We do still have his journal, so I'll certainly be willing to cooperate with whatever investigation you three are doing.
does it mention anything about Wrath in there? In that journal? Do you know?
Character, does it mention anything about Wrath?
No.
Okay, and not that I was aware, and not that we found.
Where did you find his journal?
I just found we found it in his study. He'd been hiding it under. We found it along with some ledgers.
So you went into his house and looked around.
Yes, it was a good time. It was a really good opportunity since he was apparently burning things at the sawmill or being burned.
We're both.
A little bit later, we might want to take a look at the materials you recovered from his home.
Oh, absolutely.
It might
But
be a bit busy
now-
right now. Yeah.
Now,
Scotto, would you please make a note of it? Yes, yes, Basta. I'll make a note of it. You didn't tell me this thing sprayed water like that. Well, that's what a decanter of endless water can do. You were the one that wanted it in the first place. Yes, but I.
Goodness, the cat
So-
can talk.
While they're bantering, the rest of you give me an intelligence check. Just a raw intelligence roll.
Ooh,
Good
I'm
work,
not
little
smart
one.
at all. I'm so
This is going to go
excited.
splendid for... I hope you get that natural 20. I want it.
How do you just click it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Ooh, an
those are
eight.
some,
Wow.
some fantastic rolls.
So that's a 4.
This is a
Um,
dumb team.
14.
Gunn, there was something about the name Zanisha that sounded familiar to you, but you can't quite place it. You feel like you've heard the name before.
Okay, I'll have to look over our materials again later. As well. Let's consider having a look around here before we get ambushed by, I don't know, murder cultists or...
Certainly, I'll certainly follow your lead.
I just
I'd
might ask
really-
you not to get in the way, but I don't think there's much to be done about that. So
Well,
Oh, sorry, I guess I didn't
I'll-
read out the intelligence checks for the audio listeners. That was a 14 from Gunn, a 4 from Greshy, and an 8 from Asher.
Greshy and Asher
Continue.
have no idea what anything is.
Yeah. Admittedly, I didn't really prepare for a lot of fighting. I'd kind of hoped of just getting in here, seeing if I could find out any of the information about this Mistress Zanisha, and then coming back later with my own group. But you three will more than suffice in their place.
Perfect. I
Thank
will
you.
suffice. I like that.
Well, we have a staircase here leading further up.
Yeah, so if you guys look up, you can see just straight up all the way to the top of the tower. It's
Okay.
darkness up there. But those of you with dark vision, which would just be Greshy and maybe Basta. Does Basta have dark vision?
I think I can't remember. Gnomes get low light, don't they?
Yes. So
Okay, no, yeah,
it's
just low.
yeah, you have enough vision to see. It is like low light in here.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. Greshy and Basta can both see 4 massive bells hanging from the ceiling at the top. This staircase here on the ground floor has railings along the side and just winds up the entire outer edge of the building. Looks like it goes like 5 stories up.
Well, that might be where we find this Anisha person.
We also
Where
have
that
a
is.
billion
Sounds
doors.
like you can see all the way to the top, though.
Well, I can see a bit of sky. What little light is coming in.
You can be a perception check if you want to look in more detail, either of you.
Aye. See what I can see. That's a 30 total.
Okay. Oops. 30. Okay. Greshy, you scan up there, and you can kind of just barely make out what looks like an opening at the top of the stairs that goes outside the tower. There's like a bit of dim light coming in from there.
All right. Well, if we make our way up all the stairs, then at some point, probably be up near the bells. There's an opening up there. Do I want to open up these doors first and just make sure we're not going to be followed?
Yeah. Perhaps we should have Phelan guard the base of the stairs.
Perhaps.
He'll be
Phelan,
close
stop
enough-
sniffing the cat.
Please stop stiffing me.
He'll still be close enough to call if we can. So
So this is Phelan, isn't it? Boss is going to go ahead and try to reach out a hand and see if she can pet Phelan.
Give me a nature check.
Oh no, I'm only trained in nurture.
Oh no.
All right,
Oh,
a natural
no.
1 for a
Natural
12.
one.
So you reach out to pet Phelan, but he growls and snaps at you. A little too much cat hair, maybe.
Okay.
Oh, you have.
Don't
animal
be
elocution
afraid.
bonus.
Oh, don't be afraid. I'm a friend.
So yeah, even with your +1 to, from animal elocutionist to make an impression on animals, it didn't seem to work here. Phelan
Well, doesn't seem
is
to be
very
quite as fond of you.
Hmm.
It's all right. He takes a bit to warm up to folk. Don't worry about it. In the meantime, I'm gonna go head down here to the entrance of the tower and shut the doors behind us.
Okay.
All right.
Greshy.
I'm not going to bar them,
Yes.
just in case. Though I did not prepare any fire spells today, so I won't be
What?
burning the place down.
I'm gonna walk over to the back side and see if there's anything
Okay.
else.
Greshy bars the doors. Gunn
Does not
makes his
bar the
way-
doors. I just
sorry.
close them.
Close the doors. Close the doors.
Being
Sorry, you
clear
said
here.
bar, and now that's all I heard. Gunn makes his way to the back of the room. So this whole first floor, on it in the southwestern corner, there's this massive pile of hay and straw. In the sort of center of the room, there's this massive wagon piled high with dead bodies, naked dead bodies. So Gunn is making his way to the back corner of the room, which is kind of covered in shadow.
It's been dark back here, just taking a peek to see.
Sure, give me a perception check.
Perception. There it is. We have a 28.
28. Okay, so you scan the area, looking for anything of interest. And the only thing you spot is there's something shiny, something metallic, just kind of deep in the corner of the room.
I'll go over and pick it up.
Okay, you pick it up. It's dusty, but seems to be a silver necklace, with a small glass bead, for a charm, I guess. The glass bead itself is cracked, but the chain looks nice.
I'll walk back over to the group and see what we're doing next?
I'll still
I'll
go
take
ahead and
it
do a
over.
ping with detect magic.
Oh, sure. Basta closes her eyes and kind of just moves a hand about the room, sensing the magical auras. You're certainly getting a lot of magical item auras off of Phelan, Asher, and Greshy, who I don't know if they've introduced themselves yet. Sorry, Asher,
Not
Greshy,
officially,
and Gunn. But other than that, no, nothing. Nothing magical here.
Okay.
I was gonna open a door, but I've changed my mind. I want to dig in this hay to see if there's anything in it.
Okay. Asher makes his way over to the hay. You feel like you saw like a pile of straw like this recently, but you're not sure where. Roll a perception check to dig through it.
Hey.
Would
Oh, a 26.
26. Okay, you dig through the straw and you find a moldy leather sack, which
Ooh.
jingles.
Delightful. What's in the sack?
Okay, you undo the string, open it up, and inside you find 125 silver, 309 copper, a tarnished silver ring, and a silver mirror. And I can repeat those again if you need.
Yes, please.
How much was the copper?
So 125 gold. 125 silver, 309 copper, a tarnished silver ring, and a silver mirror.
Ooh, how nice. Well, the real prize is this moldy sack, I have to say. Alright, I'll emerge from the hay. Can I consider where I saw the hay before?
Sure. Intelligence.
My intelligence.
How much worse could it be than last time?
Shh. Don't say that.
Well, if it was the sawmill, then he should know. Well.
Where is my intelligence?
I mean, do you remember it being at the sawmill?
No. 12.
I actually,
You're not sure. You don't remember.
when you say moldy, does it remind us of the mold that we found in the Foxglove Manor?
Not to Asher, no.
Like
Well-
normal, lovely mold.
Yeah, it just looks like normal mold.
Wasn't
Just looks
that
like an
one of the
old
things-
sack that's been there for a while.
Wasn't that one of the things that Aldern was supposed to be delivering? Something about mold, or
I think he delivered like mold samples to the sawmill.
and then they killed him. Just quite the reward.
It is.
Step over as Asher's going through the stuff and. Would you mind if I take a quick look at that ring?
Yeah, you can look at the mirror too if you want.
Oh, sure.
Here you go.
I'll look at them briefly and. The ring, is it plain or is it interesting?
It's pretty plain and it's also a bit tarnished. Looks old. Probably has some value to it. Doesn't appear to be magical in any way. It's not giving off any glow or anything weird.
Right.
And Basta, who's currently scanning with detect magic, doesn't pick up any pings off of it.
Yeah. And the mirror?
The
It's
mirror,
like a
same.
hand mirror?
Yeah, it's just a simple silver hand mirror. Yeah, nothing special about it. It's not cracked, at least.
Oh,
You
those
can
are
still
useful.
see yourself.
I'll hand them back to Asher and say, shall we go take a look at the rest of the area?
Sure. There are plenty of doors to open.
Greshy is waiting over by this one, so let's go over there.
I was going to say I was going to go around and check and see if any of the doors were locked.
No, it doesn't look like any of the... So there's a bunch of doors on this first floor. they're kind of wooden. It looks like some kind of wooden addition to this floor. That's not made of the same kind of stonework that the rest of the tower is made of. The doors themselves are simple. They have handles, but don't appear to be locked, at least visibly from the outside.
Well, there's far doors on the east side here. Basta, would you like to join in?
Absolutely.
I'll go to the top one.
Oh, all right, we're doing the thing.
Oh,
Four of
one
us.
each then? Very well.
Oh, aye.
If Phelan only had thumbs.
We could grab 5, but alas,
I could
still sniffing the cat.
grab a 5th one if you'd rather.
Fine with 4, I think. Let's just make sure we don't.
Your
The
cat is
has
strange,
hands.
Basta. I'm going to let you know that now.
I'm enchanted by the cat.
He's maybe strange, but he's a very good scribe.
Is he Fey?
No, just familiar.
All right.
Yeah, aren't the familiars those flying cats? I love it.
Well, shall we open some doors?
All right.
Okay, the 4 of you plus Scotto all reach up for your doors, and you do a 3, 2, 1 open. Open, and open. And 5 of the 6 doors in the room open to reveal various, mostly empty chambers. Asher's and Basta's both have a few fleshy bodies piled in. Gunn's and Greshy's mostly have pretty, just basically bones. They look like humanoid skeletons kind of piled up in here. Bits of
Great.
rotting flesh hanging from the bone, but not much left behind.
Fantastic.
Scotto's room
the-
has piles of what look like just clothing. Many of them ripped to shreds, all of them bloodied.
Do any of the mangled bodies have any identifying features?
You could do a medicine check to try and identify.
Yes, I can.
You make your way towards one of the corpses and turn it over. It's human. A lot of these bodies seem to be human. But you're no identifying marks. The faces of many of them are kind of partially eaten through. Yeah, nothing. Nobody you recognize. Nobody of note, it seems.
No one alive.
They look like they've
Wonderful.
been here for a while.
Greshy's going to go up to the last door and open that as well.
Okay, Greshy makes his way over to the final door. Door number 6. Opens it. And in this room, there's nothing. Just empty dirt.
Okay, well now we know.
Thing
Shall
here,
we-
but bodies.
Do they all have their... Do any of them have their jaws missing?
You could do a perception check to go search through the bodies.
Okay. Just to clarify.
Okay. You search the bodies in maybe in Asher's room, and you do find a couple that are missing their jaws.
Okay.
Preston.
Like the jawbone has been torn off.
Yeah, good thinking.
I imagine none of them. Do they have a Sahedron
They
etched in their
don't-
chests at all?
they
Medicine
might be
check.
too far gone for that.
Medicine?
Yeah, medicine check if you want to try and.
24.
Okay, Greshy examines the couple of bodies that Basta points out as missing their jaws. And though it's hard to make out on some of them, it does look like their chests were carved with something, where there aren't already like teeth marks. It's highly likely that a few of them, yeah, definitely had
All right.
some
So
kind
they
of
put-
something marked into their chest.
Whatever their victims were, they put them in here as well. That's great.
Assuming, yeah. I guess it's a mix of both the cult murderers and probably the scarecrows doing.
It's hard to feed the creature.
Steel barrel or a wagon full of bodies. Is that all that's in
Or-
this wagon? Is just bodies?
Yes.
Go over to the
Really?
bottom of the stairs and try to indicate to the others that we could go up.
Is the stairs, are they all just narrow like this? This pretty small set? All the way up?
Sorry.
Muted.
Yes, it is quite narrow and quite rickety looking.
All right. Keep an eye out for traps, Gunn. I don't know if
All right.
this Mistress Sinesha is here or hiding upstairs, but if this is the only way up, then she's going to be probably trapping it along the way.
Good call.
One more thing I probably better do before we go any further. Basta will rummage through her bag and pull out a wand of Longstrider and cast it on herself.
It's not a bad idea. Greshy will copy the same action. Except he'll cast it on Gunn.
Hmm.
Okay,
That's
so
good
the
for an
two of
hour.
you cast Longstrider, which lasts for an hour and I think gives you, what, 5 foot extra movement or 10?
10 foot.
10 foot.
10 feet?
Ah.
of
And the one
extra
I
movement.
have is a wand I have is a second level, so it lasts for 8 hours.
Nice.
Basta.
Oh. Well, that's very
Okay.
nice.
Yes.
I know your
Uh,
bracelet would help you on a pinch, but for now,
Yep. Yeah.
gives you a bit more maneuverability on the field.
And those probably won't stack, right?
No.
I'm imagining I can't see, so I'm gonna take out my ever-burning torch to make sure I can.
Oh, that's a
see.
good point. Before Gunn gets too far, I'm gonna cast light on his shield.
Okay. Light on Gunn's shield
That one.
before you guys descend or ascend up into the darkness.
It is a 60-foot radius now that it's 4th level.
Okay. And Asher has the ever-burning torch out. Okay.
Just in case.
All right.
As we go up the stairs, if we get to a milestone where it's a certain, let's say, halfway there, let me know.
Okay. Well, we're gonna
So
start
we're going
moving.
slowly, and we're sort of testing the
Okay.
the footing.
Greshy will be keeping an eye out for traps as well.
We'll keep some space between us, like say 15 foot.
All right. In that case, let's go ahead and move you guys up the stairs. Who is following?
I will be right behind
So-
Gunn,
Gunn is going first.
because I will be making sure I don't know how well Gunn can keep an eye out for traps, so I'm going to try and help.
I can be in the back since I have the other source of
Me
light.
and Traps have some history.
Alright,
Aye.
then I'll take take third with Scotto.
Phaela can bring up the rear, or he can come with me, either way.
Oh, okay, sure. Phelan can go last. That's fine. Scotto and Basta are going third. Up the stairs. Asher is fourth. And Phelan is last. I should just turn off the grid, shouldn't I?
Yeah, maybe.
Might be worth doing for here at least.
Alright. Yes. Grid is off. Okay. So,
So- How are these stairs anchored to the wall?
so they're all, it's a wooden staircase. They are anchored with some scaffolding and like bolts and nails.
Are there any points at which there's stuff actually like embedded into the stone?
Yes, there's some like screws embedded into the stonework underneath.
Okay. I'm gonna try to keep sort of close to the wall, and when I reach the spots where it's like actually attached to the stone sturdily, I'll stop there and have a look around. Check
Okay.
the next section.
All right. You guys slowly make your way forward, the stairs creaking with every step. And they kind of sway a bit as well.
Mm-hmm. You said we're going to be climbing up 5 stories, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So you guys are slowly making your way up the building, trying to keep safe distances between you all.
Mm-hmm. How many times are we going to go around?
Like 5 times. A
Well,
lot.
this is so one trip all the way around. This is
Yeah, this is one
About
set
to
of
start.
stairs upward. Yeah.
Oh.
Perception check, Gunn.
oh,
Since you're stopping every once in a while and looking up at the
Yep.
stairs.
Yep. So we have a 16.
Okay. You
hard to
look
see.
up at the next floor's worth of stairs and kind of shine your light, aim your shield so that the light is shining up there. And you can make out what looks like a 15-foot break in the stairs on the next floor, where the stairs are just
Okay.
missing.
All right.
That jumping feet.
I don't,
Darn.
Yeah. You'd be better at climbing, but I might be able to do it with the rope.
I'm pretty good at falling now, actually.
I suppose that's good.
So,
I can fall up to 25 feet without taking any damage, and then
so is this where the break is?
Yeah. No, that's not where the break is. So Gun is wrapped around to the next floor.
Completed one circuit.
Yeah. Once you complete a circuit, you get put on the next floor, which is up here. And you can see up ahead the break in the stairs.
Ah, okay. I'll stop in the corner here. Is it actually square and not round?
The tower itself, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll motion Greshy over here and I'll say, let me get the rope from the
Aye.
from the bag of holding.
I'll fish that out. Got plenty of rope at this
Watch
point.
out, we've got a 50. Well, yeah, got a couple of 50-foot ropes. Then I'll step up to the gap here and try to use kind of a knot that will tighten itself when I pull on it, and see if I can spot anything I can throw the rope over.
Try and lasso it.
You could try it. There's like a post. There's a post like here at the corner of the building. You can try and lasso it around that. What would I think this check is?
Obviously, it's a use rope.
Yeah, I think use rope is now thievery, basically. So, sure. It's a little weird.
only thieves use a rope.
I mean, you could do a dexterity check, but it'd basically be the same thing for.
Could split the
It's
difference
anybody
not
between
trained in
similar.
theory.
thievery and athletics.
Let's just do a thievery check.
All right. Damn. Where's thievery?
I'll give you
It's
a
under dex.
+1 because you're strong.
Oh, there it is under dex.
It's not bad.
Well, improvising thievery. I have a 14, say 15.
Okay. That's enough to do the lasso. So it takes you like 1 or 2 tries to get it
Okay.
across, but you wind up, throw, it misses. You reel it back in, wind up again, and the first time it was like a little bit too short. This time you put a little bit more power into it. The rope
Okay.
goes out and catches the post and loops around.
I will find something here to tie it to, preferably something that's anchored to the wall.
There's
I'll
nothing
lean
really
back-
anchored
I'll
to the
look
wall.
back a little ways if I can. If if I need to.
I mean, the stuff that's anchored to the wall is kind of below the stairs. You could like try and
I see.
reach underneath and anchor it there. If you
Asher,
want.
didn't you have any pitons or something?
I have a few, I believe.
Ah, that could work.
It's not going to be
Yep.
quiet, but
I have 10 pitons.
Or if you want, I could have Bosca or Scotto fly down and try tying it to the or to underneath the stairs.
How is Scotto at tying knots?
That's a good point. I'm kind of all thumbs.
And he kind of wiggles his paws.
weird cat thumbs.
All right.
Aw.
We'll just try. I'll try it to the railing here. Hopefully, it's strong
Oh.
enough.
I mean, we've got the pitons. We could just hammer them into the wall a bit. Just wouldn't be quiet.
I'll look up.
Do you have a hammer?
Yeah, fair enough. Probably nothing up there waiting for us at this point. Seems unlikely, but let's.
Okay.
I think it's
So-
better to do it. I'll try and hammer it into the wall here.
Okay,
Alright.
so Asher takes out a hammer and passes it down the line, and a hammer and a piton as well.
Or I'll just get up behind Gunn so we can pass things along easier.
Yep, hammer it into the wall here.
Okay, you hammer it into the wall, and now you've got a rope. Oh, come on. Why did it become a purple rope?
Purple rope is fine.
George.
It's been blessed by Basta.
There we go. Okay, you've got a rope tied up to a corner post.
Okay. I will stow my shield and sword. Well, probably the sword was already stowed. But I'll stow my shield on my back and try to do the military style climbing across. Hands
Okay.
and knees,
Okay, you just go for it.
hands and legs over.
All right, give me an athletics check.
12.
Okay.
Wait,
That
no,
was
that's made a
Hmm?
a strength ability check. An
Oh,
athletics
sure.
check would be,
yeah.
be a
Go ahead and just roll it
21.
as athletics. Oh, +1 from that.
no, 21 total.
Oh, 21. Okay, I see. Okay. So, that was a bit of a ruse on my part. You reach out, you start to you grab hold and step off of the stair, and you can feel your weight pull down on the rope, pulling on the post, which rips from the from the wall, and you and the rope go dangling. But your athletics check was enough to keep hold. So
Okay.
you're currently, imagine this as like hanging down.
Straight down.
Yeah,
okay.
So
Asher,
you,
can you
the
give a
post
hand?
rips off, and
I will assist.
How much
I count.
wall is hanging there?
sorry, how much? You're against
Yeah.
the wall.
How much railing is hanging on the end of the? Is it like? Did it like zip all the way back, or did just a piece break off?
You basically broke off the railing. The stairs themselves are still here, but this like I'll mark it in
Alright.
purple on the map, but this strip of purple there, or let me pick a different color. It's visible.
Let's let's
Orange.
get
The strip
going
of
up here.
orange is no longer
Alright,
there as far as railing goes.
I see. Okay, perfect. I will. Well, that means I could potentially stand on it if I can arrange myself on this rope.
Are you going to try and Tarzan over there?
Considering it.
I have a better plan.
Okay.
Well, you're currently hanging, so you need to do something kind of
Asher, can you help get going up?
I'll try to. I'll try to stand up and I see if I can stand on the piece of railing that's tied in the bottom of the rope. Like
Sure. Okay. Yeah, that gives you some support. Yeah.
Okay.
So you can dangle there.
Not the
if I'm
strongest ever.
if I'm safe-ish here, then shall I climb back up?
Yes, if you want to get it back up here,
All right.
I have a
climb
better
back up.
option.
I'll give you a hand.
Okay, Asher, roll athletics to assist, and then Gunn
I
can
am
roll.
A bit weak though. Let's see.
You're stronger than I am.
A 13.
Okay, I don't think
It
that's
wasn't
an
a 1.
assist.
That's barely wasn't one,
Just
but
slap him down. Like, get out of here.
it's just like no, back down.
Okay,
I pull a Lion King on him, and everyone's like, "Oh my god!"
Asher's trying to help, but your weight you weigh a lot, especially with the armor.
I
So
have
go
a
ahead and
22.
God, Gunn's
22?
heavy.
okay. You're able to get up, and Asher kind of grabs your hand and hoists you over the edge,
All right,
and you're now
Gunn.
both
Let's
up there.
reel that rope back up.
Yeah, let's grab the rope, and now you take a piton and the hammer from Asher, assuming you don't have to still have one of
I
each.
do. I have
Okay.
10.
And then I'm going to pull out the potion of minor flying that we have and pass it over to Gunn. It'll give you a fly speed of 20 feet per minute, and you can secure the rope to the other side.
Ooh.
For a minute, you say?
Aye. If I look up from here, do I see any more gaps in the
Yeah,
stairs?
that's what I was just about to ask too.
Perception.
Yes. You would ask for such a thing. That makes sense. Well, that's a great perception roll. 18.
18. Well, you've got dark vision, so it's fairly easy to see.
I'm doing the same with a natural 20.
Sure.
20.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are
31
both
total.
scanning up to look at the stairs.
I'll point the shield.
And as far as usable stairs go, let's see. I'll kind of draw a line of unusable stairs. So for the next floor, there's quite a big section missing. It's like here to there, and from here to here.
Maybe
And
I
that
should
looks
just,
like the only other two gaps.
Maybe I should take the rope directly to the top.
I was
and
thinking
shoot
that.
it down. Or maybe I
Take-
should just go up and have a look at what's there, and then come down. Perhaps we have. I'll look over at the flying cat.
Yes, if you, I could certainly have Scotto scout, so you don't have to waste your potion on that.
Might be good. You wouldn't happen to be able to cast a spell that would allow us to fly, would you?
I do actually have one spell of that. If that would
But it's for one person, eh?
correct.
All right. Well, don't waste it then. Well, glad I took some feather fall spells today.
Okay, so yeah, I'll have Scotto fly up and scout ahead. I'll go ahead and now light might be too much, but he should be able to see all right with low light, shouldn't he?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, Scotto will fly up the.
If there's anyone up there, don't let them see you. Just come right back down as soon as you think there's somebody up there.
Absolutely.
Okay. So Scotto is just gonna fly straight up.
Don't
Alright.
worry about who or how many.
So Scotto flies up to the next floor. Oh, you guys can't see. You can't. Can you see through your familiar, Basta?
No, I can't.
Okay. So Scotto's gonna fly up, and up, and up. Does it have any means of communicating with you?
I can do empathy or empathically.
Okay.
So you only get emotions, or
Yeah.
Okay. It flies up towards the top of the tower. And what is Scotto's stealth?
Sorry. I'll
Stealth
look that up
DC,
real
I guess.
quick. I can't remember exactly how it works for familiars.
It might just be yours.
Okay, so equal to my level plus my spell casting ability. So that would be 11.
Plus 10, so 21. Okay.
Yes.
Just roll some things. Okay.
Lots of dice, I hear.
Oh, I see. It actually other skill checks just uses my level. That's good to know.
Oh, I see. Let's see. Okay. Yes. Okay. So Scotto flies up, and you guys can see him up there. He's kind of trying to fly close to the wall to avoid being seen. But as he reaches up near the top, near where the opening is at the end of the stairs, there's a you get a tinge of fear, Basta. And Scotto is gonna fly straight back down.
I think he found something.
Master, there's more of those faceless guys. And we're going to roll initiative.
Oh, well, shite.
I think they saw me.
Hell, don't remember them being able to
Oh, alright.
having natural ranged attacks from last time we fought them. So hopefully we should be safe for a bit.
When you say faceless
You
guys,
fought them too.
Yeah, we fought one several weeks ago.
Oops.
Sure.
And it was guarding the Devon Star of Desna, if I remember right.
Oh, whoops. Asher's already in here. Did Basta
Okay,
already... Okay, there we go.
Roll20 is trying to call me a liar tonight. I said that wasn't going to happen again, and the exact roll.
Okay. Yep. Alright, so we have Greshy with a 31, Basta with a 29, Asher with a 28, Gunn with a 25.
All around.
Okay. Greshy, what do you want to do?
don't know if I really want to go up there. More importantly, I don't think we have a way up there, especially if they're going to come after us. Going back downstairs. We'll see if they come to us. And Greshy will start making his way. 5, 10,
How high up off the ground are we?
20.
You guys are currently... let's see... 60 feet up-ish.
And I need to move 10 more feet, I believe, on the next set of stairs.
Okay. Sorry, let me... on the wrong
And
layer.
Phelan would come with me.
10 feet... Okay, so you're here. Sorry, let me... Okay. You're also moving Phelan.
Aye, he'd be...
How much does
he'd
Phelan
be
move?
40 feet around. And he gets to movement, so he'd be right next to me, basically.
25,
Would not pace me too much.
35, 40. That's where he gets to. Okay.
Aye.
Okay, so Greshy goes
Or back
waddling down the
downstairs.
stairs. The platform's creaking on the way. Basta, what would you like to do?
Okay, so can we make out any of the faceless stalkers from here?
No. You can't see them currently.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and follow Greshy's lead, and Scott and I will go down. 15.
Yeah. Kind of right there. Oop. I guess I can zoom out so that the viewers can see both floors that you're currently on. There we go.
Okay, and then Scott will kind of stay in or fly down next to me.
Okay. Asher.
Follow suit. Right. To go down.
Okay. Basta is in like the next space, immediate next space, but you could keep moving past it. Okay, Asher slips on down, and you can just keep moving. Gunn.
I'd like to look up and see what I can see. Are there creatures coming out?
Perception. That'll be one action to search up there.
All right, that's fine. I have a plan.
Okay, 21. You look and try to see what you can see. You can hear. Well, you hear footsteps of your compatriots. Hard to hear. You don't see any creatures though. The
Okay.
platform is kind of like directly above, and you can't quite see on top of it.
Yeah. How far up to the next level of stairs directly up above us?
Directly up above you. Well,
Yeah,
there's
there
a
should-
big gap
should
in
be
the
a-
stairs directly above you, so about 40 feet.
Oh, okay. Well, I think I will not delay, but prepare an action if I see anything coming to use my hurtling stone to throw at them.
Okay. So you ready in action for hurling stone.
And I want to run this by you first to make
Yeah?
sure it will work.
Mhm.
I have here a 50-foot rope looped through a python and with a step attached to the end of it.
Yes.
My plan is to use it to lower myself down by standing on the end and slowly releasing the rope back up through the... Does that seem likely to work?
Well, you kind of tied, the piton is tied to like the midway point of the rope, right? So you only really have,
The
you have
piton
like
has the rope
20 feet.
through it. The piton has the rope through it, so I
see.
think it would be able
Sure.
to be...
You could try to, you could, for some actions, you could redo the positioning and then tangle it up.
All right, I'll do that. I'll prepare, instead of preparing an action, I will
You use two actions
this
to,
thing- yeah,
Rick
to
it
get
so that
this
you
thing
could
ready
unpoint.
so that I can lower myself down swiftly down the wall.
okay, so you use two actions. So you do a scan and then you think for a moment and then use two actions to adjust the rope on the piton to give you more length to go down to the next floor.
So that I can like let it go through the piton and I can
Right,
use this as a little elevator.
right. Okay. As like a pulley system. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you just need to like unknot it and loosen it up. Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Cool. It's their turn. Something happens. And suddenly let's see. Oh, do I have a... Oh, I do. Okay. So, Gunn, you're rapidly, like, you're kind of looking up as you're adjusting this rope, and you see something fall. Something massive. Something crashing down. A massive bronze bell begins tumbling down the tower.
Ah, shite.
Oh, good.
Directly towards you.
Directly towards me.
Yes, just straight down. It's like right overhead. You need to do a reflex save, please.
Okay. Well, I assume this is a damaging effect. That's
Yeah.
26.
Yes, it is a
Twice.
it is a damaging effect.
Yeah.
As it were.
Giant bell.
Well, it's actually only a 23 against any kind of like, I don't know, loss of footing.
Sure. Okay. So the bell comes crashing down, flying past you, rips upstairs along the way, and takes out the stairs that you're on, but you manage to cling to the wall, and though the stairs around you are gone, let's say this. Oh, whoops. The stairs around you are gone, but you're clutching, holding on to dear life to the rope and the wall. And the bell continues falling through the next floor, breaking the next set of stairs. Let's see.
Oh, fuck.
So this part here gets broken, and the bell keeps falling down to the ground floor with a big crash. Okay, round 2, Greshy.
All right. Greshy's gonna activate his bracer of speed, which is actually called something else. Just forget what his name is. And he's going to start running a little bit faster with bracelet of dashing.
Okay.
Gives him 30 feet instead of 20. 15, 20, 25, 30. And Phelan will continue to move more or less in pace with Greshy. And that's it. That's as far as I got.
Okay.
That's gonna go well when the next bell falls.
Basta.
Okay, Basta will make 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And Scotto flies close by over here, so he has a speed of 40. And that's it for us.
Sorry. Okay, Asher.
Alright, we'll continue going. 5.
Okay, if you're just running down, just go ahead and do all your movement.
Yeah, I was going.
Okay. Gunn, you are currently clutching to the wall. Give me an athletics check to hold on. I can't hear you. Either speak
Holding,
up or...
I said okay. All I said was okay. I'm holding
Okay.
onto the rope, and I'm gonna start lowering myself down.
Okay, so it was just a we'll call it your reaction to stay gripped to the wall there. But now you can start
Okay.
doing what you want to do.
Athletics
So you're
was
gonna try and
30.
lower it. Yeah. So the 30 means you don't like lose grip and fall. So go ahead and give me an athletics check if you want to climb down.
Well, I'm gonna start releasing the rope hand over hand.
Right,
So
but
that
still.
so that I elevate her down. But
Okay.
Still climbing.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I mean.
Right.
Yes. So still athletics check, it's just easier.
At 20.
Okay. You've lowered yourself down about 20 feet to the next floor. Oops. There we go. The stairs beneath you are gone, but there are stairs on either side of you.
Can I?
You keep
swing the rope
lowering.
a little bit. Can I?
Yeah, you could use an action to like swing jump to either side.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll try and end up on the lower side.
Okay. Go ahead and give me another athletics. 17. Okay, you swing, jump, let go, and land on the stairs and tumble. And the stairs start to shudder under your weight. Give me a reflex save.
Okay. So, go through this. That is a 28.
28. Okay. You manage to tumble over into the next square before those stairs give way as well, creating a larger gap.
Sorry, everybody.
Oh, Archives of Nephthys
have
is
to
here.
catch it.
Hello.
Oh.
Yes, raising some Runelords. Well, not yet. They haven't really met any of the Runelords. All right, that was
Oh, we
Gunn's
saw
turn.
an individual one.
Okay, it is their turn again. Another bell comes loose and comes flying down through the tower. Here's your trusty little bell art. And
Hooray.
which one did they release? They released that one.
Where's it coming from?
Okay, comes crashing, falling. Asher, I need a reflex save.
What do I need
As the
to
bell
do?
comes, reflex save, please. As the bell comes tumbling through.
Ooh, it's a 26.
Okay, you're safe as the bell
And
crashes
it's a
through.
critical success for me.
Okay, yeah, you take no damage from it.
I look cool dodging the bell.
Bell
You look
I
dog.
got
incredibly
excited.
cool.
I got that at 7th level, so I was like, yes.
Finally get to use it.
I guess I should have had. What did Gunn get on that reflex save?
Oh, which
I
one?
should have had him take
Spend it.
damage.
Was a 20, like,
26? 23, I think you said?
yeah.
Okay,
it's
I
it was
should.
minus
I
three.
probably should have had you take some damage. Let me do that real quick. It's.
Well, if it's from the bell, it's a 26.
Yes, it is from the bell. Actually didn't do a whole lot of damage.
Asher gets a critical success because he's
Gotcha.
got something
Yeah.
special.
You would take
Right.
17. Yeah, 17 points of bludgeoning damage is what you take.
Okay.
Whew.
Yeah, I have evasion now.
Okay.
So I
Well,
can
after
do
you managed to
somersaults over the bell.
you managed to avoid the bell entirely, backing up against the wall into the corner as it crashes through. You could land on the bell if you wanted and write it down.
Can I land? Yeah, can I land on the bell? Ride the bell? Will I like get hurt?
Yeah.
So 31.
How
You-
how far down is it?
It's only 20 feet down.
Another 20 feet.
It's only 20 feet down. I won't get hurt.
Oh, that's right. You've got
Yeah,
catchfall.
I want to ride the bell.
All right, Archives of Nethys gave you the
Yes.
inspiration.
Mm,
You
my God.
I just
you
with the
you
bell.
avoid the
All
bell,
right.
but grab hold and just ride it down to the bottom. It crashes through one of the wooden buildings, or like wooden like outposts there at the bottom, and there you are.
Splatters the corpses and what's left.
There's a bunch of corpses
Oh.
and Asher on top of a big bell.
And I'm all right. My cat paw.
Oh, good God.
Beautiful. All right, Greshy, your turn. Top of
I
round
have no
3.
idea what I'm doing now. We're gonna just move our speed. 5. No, I've changed my mind.
Greshy hesitates.
We're gonna send Phelan forward first. 5,
Okay.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So he gets 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He can't do that though. He can't do a long jump over that. Okay.
So Phelan runs down the stairs, gets to the corner, but the spot that Asher's bell crashed through is too big of a gap for him to jump right now.
Right.
I will catch him.
Well, Greshy's gonna do something stupid. He's going to jump,
Greshy.
and he's going to cast Featherfall on himself.
Oh,
Okay,
Alright,
that's significantly less stupid, but all right.
good. Yeah, I was like, uh-oh.
Okay, Greshy leaps from the edge, and as a reaction, casts Featherfall on himself and gently floats down to the bottom floor, just beside the pile of straw.
All right, and then, yeah, I think that's it.
All right, Basta, your turn.
Yeah, what Greshy did look good. We'll do that.
Okay, Basta, seeing the cool attempt, leaps from the banister, or yeah, sure. I don't remember words right now. And Feather falls her way down as well.
Grotto will, of course, just fly down normally.
Okay. Asher.
All right. I should get away from these. If I look up, there's a third bell, or was there? I
There
guess
were
I
4
couldn't see it
bells.
start.
There were 4.
There's 4
Yep.
bells. I don't think I can see up that high, unfortunately.
Yeah, sadly, we're halfway to the bell end.
Yeah, so
Yeah, not with you've just got this sun rod basically. You hold it up,
sitting there on my bell.
you can't
Like,
see
what
nearly
are the
that high.
chances a second bell would fall on the first bell?
What's wrong, Will?
Nothing's wrong.
Let's
Everything's fine.
see. I'm gonna just move over some field. I guess I can kind of get out of the way, so I'm gonna go towards Greshy.
Try and get the
Okay.
doors open. We're out of here.
Doors? Oh. Oops. I got stuck.
All right, Asher runs over towards the doors at Greshy's
right.
suggestion.
Open these doors.
Okay, you have an action
That
left to open.
guard. What?
You have an action left to open them.
Yeah,
Okay,
Oh,
so
wait,
you
maybe
swing the
not.
doors open.
I run
Oh.
towards the door.
Doors are still closed.
Yeah, okay, the doors are still closed.
That's fine.
I actually do think I don't have enough for that.
Did you move twice or 3 times?
I was just on the tail end of 3.
Yeah, I think it was just on
got
the end of
half
3.
saves, yeah, so it
Okay,
would've just been moving.
So Asher runs over to the doors, getting ready to throw them open. Gun. Gun
I'll
show.
make my way down the stairs.
Like a normal person.
Most of the way, like a normal person.
Okay, you. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, I think this is the bottom.
Yes, that is the bottom. Sorry, I'm on the wrong layer.
10,
Let me
20,
move
25.
here. Okay. All right, you make it. Sorry, like, let me move you. There you go. All right, you're now on the bottom floor.
Don't worry, everybody. Plinko odds are in our favor.
And I'll use the rest of my movement to kind of get against the wall of the building here.
Okay, you press yourself up against the wall.
Was it 10
Um,
feet from Longstrider? Okay, that's good there.
Yeah, you get an extra 10 feet per movement. Okay. All right, it's their turn again. Another bell falls, crashes through the building, takes out some more portions of stairs. I'll do that after. And slams right between
Oh my
Asher
goodness!
and
I
Greshy.
was
Give
worried
me
about that.
reflex
That's
saves,
bad.
please.
Why are they over here?
There's a massive bell comes
reflex
crashing
saves.
down on top of you.
Oh, that's just gonna go swimmingly.
Thought it was safe with you.
Hey.
That's a
Greshy.
30. Greshy's a bit more agile than he seems in his dotage.
If
Okay, a
I don't know
30.
if I had to roll one, but it's a 26.
You did, yeah. 30 is a critical
All right.
success. 26 is just a normal success, but you
And
have
a critical for me.
it's critical for you. Okay, so you both managed to jump out of the way as the bell slams down between the two of you.
I'll shout up. Is that all you got?
No, don't encourage them. There's one more bell.
All right, that's the end of the round. Greshy.
What are you gonna do?
All right, Greshy will order Phelan to jump,
Jump
and
down.
as he
Okay.
jump down, and as if Phelan cooperates, then Greshy will cast his last feather fall on him.
Okay.
I'm just gonna try to land on
You
the
cast
bell,
Featherfall,
soften the fall.
and he. Well, he does land on the bell.
Okay.
Safely. He lets out a bark as he's falling.
Oh.
There he goes. All right,
and
come here,
lands
boy.
safely on the bell.
Do a little bell hop.
Sorry, oops.
Oh, the
Okay,
bell's
and then-
coming with them.
Hops down and charges towards you.
25, 30, 30,
Okay.
40.
Basta.
And Greshy is going to start
Oh,
moving
sorry.
towards the door himself with his other actions.
Okay, you have to walk around the bell now.
Wait,
So that-
Greshy, where's the other bell? Can you see it?
25. I can't. We're getting out of here.
Damn it.
And that should put him at the door with one action, then his last action will be to get out. Open
Okay,
door.
his
That's
last action is to swing the doors open.
Why are you leaving?
because we need a different way up.
Basta.
Yeah, Boss is gonna get out of here because it's her turn next to get hit by a bell.
Yeah, I think we're cornered by the bells at this point, so it's
So-
safe just to walk out.
To those two.
Climb inside one of the bells that's already down.
Oh, then we can deafen ourselves with the
Yeah.
clanging of the bell.
The bells
don't-
of Notre Dame.
Though we
So
would
there's-
be protected, you're right.
There's no more map here, but you just run outside. Basta.
There, that's I'll just go out this far and wait for the others.
Okay. Asher.
Actually, what are the chances? I always say, what are the chances the bell's gonna be where I'm gonna go? Gunn's over here. Radius.
What are the chances?
What are
Well,
the
they haven't
chances?
thrown one
Who
of
knows?
Who
What could
goes?
happen?
I forget. Gunn, do you go before the enemies in this?
Yes.
Yes, God has been
Okay,
going before
that makes
the
me
enemies.
feel safer because if he didn't, I would go back. Alright, I'm gonna just walk out the door in case
Okay.
that bell is coming down.
All right,
Bell's
so
gonna come after you.
Asher
Chase
runs
you.
I'm
out
not
the
gonna
door.
go too far outside of it though.
Sure. Okay, you just kind of run out into the. There's kind of a, not a square, but what would have been kind of a village square. That you kind of run out into. Gun.
Going to look up and get ready to dodge a bell. I'm going to draw my sword and shield
Gunn, where are you going?
out again.
He has to protect.
Are you going to defend against the bell?
He's gonna fight the bells.
I'm just gonna move to here so I can see them out the door. And I say, like, well, how are they gonna get down?
A better question is, how do we
We've
get
got
up?
them- We've got them treed.
Well, that's great. We still need to get up there.
We should just knock down
Well-
the foundation of the building.
You let me know what you want to do. I'm gonna keep them from coming out.
Okay, so Gun stands his ground, drawing sword and shield, and going up to the against the side of the bell that's kind of semi-blocking the doorway. Their turn again. Another bell comes crashing down, comes flying through the building, and slams into the southeasternmost corner of the room.
Knew it, right
crushing
where Basta was. One for
one
each.
of the buildings. Yes, it was right where Basta was standing. End of the round.
Alright,
Greshy?
they have no more bells. What could they do now?
Yep.
Their
It is not a
greatest
question of
weapon
what they're
is
going to do.
done.
It's the question of how we're going to get up there.
Maybe they'll fall.
And so Phelan and Greshy are both going to start making their way outside.
Okay, Phelan
If
and
we
Greshy
can regroup,
rush out into
we
the
can
square.
start working on a plan to actually get up there tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Okay,
Maybe
Gun.
Gunn can shout them down.
I'm removing everybody else from the initiative because Gun's the only one who's outside or inside.
And I'm just waiting.
Well, I'm gonna go back in
Okay.
with Gunn after all the bells are done.
Yeah. I was just waiting. I was just waiting
Yeah,
for
I
the
was waiting
bell
on
end
the
of
bells.
Okay. Well, if
Yeah.
you've got bright ideas on how to get up there now that half the stairs are gone.
I figured
All
we
right.
can taunt them until they fall.
So you guys wait
Or-
some amount of time, but nothing new happens.
Darn those bellends.
You used that one already.
I have dropped us out of initiative. You may do
Sorry.
whatever you
Alright,
wish.
so now I can do whatever.
Yep.
Alright, I'm
I
gonna
had another idea,
back
but it
in.
didn't have a nice ring to it.
Hello, Gunn.
What would you guys like to do?
I will shout up there. You know what? We got off on the wrong foot. Why don't you come down and we'll just have a nice chat?
Okay, Gun's voice echoes through the shadow clock, but there is no audible response. You don't hear anything.
The bells haven't killed us. Your bells are pathetic. That's what I would shout.
So does this clock tower have any scaffolding around it on the outside?
On the outside, no. All the scaffolding's kind of on the inside.
Okay.
That's what the stairs are.
We have one fly spell and one fly potion.
Tonight. There are ways we
Blind
could work
people
around that tomorrow.
carry Other people?
Not sure about that. Maybe.
Flying
don't know
people?
these
If you were
with a
sufficiently strong,
spell.
yeah, you would just be slower.
Gunn could perhaps carry one person if he were to fly.
Yeah, it'd basically be you'd be encumbered, so you'd what encumbrance is minus 10 feet, I want to say. I think this came up last
Gun.
time.
That would only barely give us enough time to get up to the top in a minute.
Flying would allow the fly spell actually lasts for 5 minutes. It's just this potion is not quite as good as a regular fly spell. But I'm also not prepared to cast it today.
And you also used both your feather falls already.
Aye.
I'm just worried that they'll have time to clear out and destroy any information documents.
Yeah, that is.
They're
a
probably
concern.
doing that right now.
Well, they may not have known what they were dealing with until somebody started shouting at them.
Well, I mean, they know that we've already passed their scarecrow.
True.
I
Well,
wonder if there are ways up on the outside of the building, like
But you could climb.
climbing or yeah.
You
like
could
just
also climb the
easy to
inside if you
climb.
wanted.
I also
Aye.
have 9 pitons.
only problem with climbing as far as that goes is I'm not exactly the best climber, and Phelan is also not a particularly good climber.
Does have 4 legs.
Does make it a bit more difficult. Doesn't mean it's impossible. Could still do.
We can push them off when we get up on the top, and Phelan can just devour them.
Let's wait down here below.
We
That's
could
a thought.
send. We could send one person to fly up there and see about fighting them.
That seems like a dumb idea. No offense, but
Depending
that
how
would
many
be.
there are.
Did
and with the
you see
ability
how
to
many there
fly.
were?
No, I didn't. But
Cat, how many were there?
I mean, it's
Yes,
got a
Archives of Nethys does point out that follow the expert is always an option if somebody is an expert in athletics to climb.
I am trained in athletics. I'm not an expert.
None of us are going to be experts, I don't think.
Okay.
I'm an expert in every save, but nothing in athletics.
Follow the expert actually require expert?
That's a good question. I thought
I
it did.
want
It
to
might
say
actually
yes,
only
it
require
does.
training, but I think it requires expert.
Could send one person off to get some more pitons and ropes, while the rest of us keep them pinned down here.
How much more would we need? How tall is the clock tower, actually, as far as feet?
trying to remember how many does an adventurers pack have? Because I do have an adventurers pack.
From what I've gleaned, it's about 100 feet tall, maybe 120.
It's a long climb.
It's about 120, 130 feet up to the up to that outside the spot that goes outside the door or outside the tower.
My only concern is that there's got to be some way they were getting in and out of there without using the stairs. Unless, I mean, if they're flying, you'd think they'd be coming down to meet or to kill us off.
Might have a climb speed.
They also might just be stationed up there
They're creepy,
for a while.
faceless dudes.
They might just be defending something and not want to come down.
Just guarding.
Or-
They don't have to eat, do they? I don't know if that's true. I
I'm
made
not
that
sure.
up.
Either way,
Does
We can-
Asher think they have to eat?
Ooh,
Let's use my dubious knowledge of this scenario.
Sure, give me. This is actually occultism, so go ahead and. Well,
Okay.
what's your
Perfect.
occultism modifier?
11.
11. Okay. Let me consider.
I mean, given the
My
range of
knowledge options.
what do we want to share?
I guess less.
You
very-
know that they drink blood. You don't know. You're not sure if they quite need it to sustain themselves, but they definitely do consume blood and flesh.
They might have some snacks up there, I suppose, with all the dead bodies here. Or maybe they were stationed there. They don't need to, I don't think, eat or drink like normal. Maybe we can starve them out.
Yeah. I do have a fireball, but even with the radius, we're kind of concerned about hitting it. That might not be enough to bait them down.
Oops. I assume you
Also,
guys are
any
all
documents
inside
that
the
might be-
tower again? Or are you hanging out outside?
I guess since we're all talking, we might as well come back inside.
Someone
Yeah.
should watch the outside just in case they can climb.
Phelan
On
will
the
station
outside.
himself by the door.
So I just realized I have climbing bolts. Let me remember what these do.
Oh yeah,
I can shoot them.
we got those things.
Fishing
Long
through the
time ago.
inventory.
I'm fishing through. Let's look
Use
them
all
up,
the
'cause I
tools
had
at your
nothing written
exposed-
down about them somehow.
Disposal.
They're in the handbook somewhere.
Sorry, you're trying to remember what climbing
yeah.
bolts do?
Oh yeah, I found them.
Fourth level
Climbing
consumable
bolts.
ammunition. When it
Shattered
strikes a
bolt
solid
is wrapped with
surface,
fine twine, yeah.
it gives you a 50-foot rope from where you shoot it down. Shoot it to.
Securely fastened to the surface. The bolt struck. Can be pulled free on a successful DC 20 athletics check. But yeah, I can conjure 50 feet of rope with and shoot it up there.
How many of those do we have?
Mine says I have one. So I'm going to believe what I wrote down.
Thought we had 2.
I thought we had 2 as well, and
Did
I
we
don't
use one,
remember using
perhaps?
one.
You've
remember
never
using
used a
one.
climbing bolt, no. So maybe you just forgot
Okay.
to put the second one in.
So I just don't think I put the second one. So we have 100 feet.
Or
ish.
250s.
Yeah. So you can like climb to the top and try and shoot the other one.
Well,
Right. Well, we can climb to the top of. We can climb back up the way we came. As far as where the first rope is, we can climb the rope that's in the wall. Get back to roughly where we were. That's like half. That's more than 50 feet up. We can fire another climbing bolt from there. Climb the rope.
well, what's the bare minimum do you think we need to fly? Can we just get by with 3 people flying?
If the fly spell lasts 5 minutes, we could probably do it with one carrying one person. Cast
Even with
fly.
you said it was about 150 feet or so up? 120?
130, 120.
130?
The reason I asked is I can drain my some energy from Scotto to produce a second fly spell.
So that'd be 2, and then the potion, a minute should be enough to get up there.
Yep.
We would just need to get inside, and we would need somebody to
I
carry,
could carry the 4th person.
and somebody needs to carry Phelan. I could try carrying Phelan.
Asher would make most sense to carry Asher since Asher's good at falling.
I am pretty
Yeah,
good
and
at falling.
Carry
I can
me
fall
since
at
I'm
least 25 feet.
significantly lighter than the rest of you.
Could cast fly on Phelan then, and then I could carry you, and then Gunn could carry Asher.
We could have Phelan stay down here. It's probably safer for him.
I'd rather not, but
If you could ride him, that would be different.
That would be cool.
Then we can.
Or if one of you wants to hide in
Wait.
the bag.
Hold on. Can Basta ride Phelan?
is Basta small or medium?
Small.
She can ride Phelan.
As long as he's fine with it, I can certainly do that.
Phelan growls.
Oh no! I forgot.
Phelan, would you be cooperative a bit? Come on.
You can do sure, you can give me a nature check to try and get him to go along with us.
Entice him to cooperate. He'll at least listen to me because I have wild empathy.
I can't try again, can I?
I'll say no, not with a critical failure.
Okay.
That's a natural
Hey.
20 for a 33.
All right, we're doing this.
Okay, you do the thing. You hold on to him. You stroke his back, calm him down, and you're like, here, Basta, hold out your hand, and Basta, Phelan sniffs at it a bit, kind of growls a bit, and you're like, no, Phelan, no, good. She good. And it takes like about
He's a friend.
10-15 minutes of like trying to settle him down, and eventually he's okay with it. His disposition has changed to friendly.
There we go.
Okay.
Just had to calm him a bit. So, if I give the heal, I'll give the flying potion to Gunn. Basta, you cast fly on myself and on Phelan. Wait. No, you're
one of the faster flies. I'll use the faster fly, and I'll carry Asher.
right. You take the potion, and then
the
you'll take
potion is
Asher.
a
So I need
slower
to be
flight.
I need to be flied, and then Phelan needs to be flied so that
The
Basta can
potion is
ride.
a slower flight.
no, actually yes, the potion is a 20-foot move speed, but
So
the fly
cast
goes
this-
up to 30 or goes up to
I
20
think
as well.
it goes up to 20 feet or your speed.
Whichever's
or your
higher.
speed. Yeah.
So let's cast a fly spell on me and you, and then put the potion to.
Can we
Phelan.
get Phelan to drink a potion?
Yeah, you can get Phelan to drink a potion.
Uh,
And then I carry Asher.
I'll in that
Or
case
actually,
I'll drink the potion
You
and
drink the
we'll
potion.
I'll drink
yeah.
the potion since it won't make a difference either way as
Yeah.
far as flying. But if we cast fly on Phelan, he'll go 40 feet
Yep.
per movement, and you'll go 30 since you have long strider on you right now.
40 actually.
40, even better. So there we
Okay.
are. We have a plan to get
Okay.
up there now.
All right.
What a convoluted plan it was.
You've done the calculus.
Look, it's
You're all
maths.
just sitting
It's
there, like
important.
looking at each other, calculus flying around in the air, and eventually you come up with the correct solution. Another 20 minutes have passed.
What?
No.
They're gonna die up there of boredom.
Good.
Fabulous.
Okay.
fuck.
So yeah,
Okay.
cast a spell on Gunn, and then drain familiar to cast it again on Phelan.
And I will drink a potion, and we'll start flying.
I'll carry Asher.
Okay, so Gunn is carrying Asher.
the
This makes
sky.
Gunn encumbered, but that basically cancels out the -10 cancels out from the
long strider.
Who else is flying? Sorry.
Phelan is flying.
Phelan
carrying
is
Basta on his
flying.
back.
Basta is on Phelan's back. Scotto is flying because he can just fly, and Greshy has the
Greshy's
potion.
flying solo
Okay,
with the potion.
and the potion lasts for how long?
1 minute, and it's a 20-foot speed. So,
We gotta go straight up as soon as you.
as soon
Okay.
you guys can take off. I'm gonna chug it and
Okay.
start following.
Yeah. We'll
Okay.
Start going up first.
So you chug it, and you guys start flying away. So let's fly you guys up.
Should we
You
have done this
fly.
outside and come in from the outside, or
It's up to you guys. It's
There's
too
no
What are
late.
they gonna do?
bells.
Yeah, they're not gonna throw anything else at us.
You
You
say
fly
that.
up past the first floor, or I guess the second floor. You fly up past the third floor. You fly up past the fourth floor. You fly up past the fifth floor. You fly up past the sixth floor. You fly up to where the bells were, but there's no longer any bells. And you see a wooden scaffolding rigged up to the end of the staircase that leads outside the hole.
Shall we go outside that?
Yeah. Let's.
There's no longer anything above you. So you guys fly over to the scaffolding and land.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll fly you guys all over there. Gaggle of adventurers. Okay, and you can see curling around the south side of the building, it goes up. It's like a kind of a ramp up to the next floor. Oh, sorry, not the south side, up the
west side?
north. Yeah, towards the east.
Oh, I see.
Oh, southeast. I thought you said west.
Northeast.
Let's
No,
keep
east.
flying.
Well,
Just
as
flying.
long as fly is on. Has it been a minute?
What's your fly speed, Greshy?
It would be 20 feet.
20 times what, 3? You could get up there in
60.
2 rounds, so yeah, it's still enough time. Okay, you guys fly up
Alright.
around to the entrance on the next
Right,
floor.
it's 20 feet per action, not 20.
I forgot that. I was thinking per round,
Round.
so that's even better.
Yeah, no, you had plenty of time. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna have to do this one at a time.
It's gonna get complicated here.
As you guys fly up to the next
Okay.
floor.
The faceless one's abandoned.
Like,
For the best.
How are
Oh,
those
shoot,
now?
sorry.
but how did they get
Um,
out then?
This is definitely better than my other
They
plan.
went through the
If you-
scaffolding.
Is that-
They're probably up above us.
Sorry, I'm lost in the sauce. The scaffolding actually goes up. It does go up around the left side of the building, up to the south, to the next floor. But you can see as you guys fly outside that it goes up another floor beyond that. Like you'd have
So
to
it kind of
crawl
wraps
through another
around,
room.
and then
Yeah.
we just fly up all the way to the top.
So you guys fly past the immediate next floor. You can fly up another
Aye, keep going up.
floor as
Yep.
well.
I mean, unless it
Okay.
seems like there's people there kind of waiting for us.
Again. Do you want to throw me in the building?
Okay, so you guys fly up to the roof of the building, where there sits a massive statue. And let me see if I can read this out for you. So embedded in like the roof. Oh, whoops, I'm on the wrong page. I'll find the correct thing. The smoky, filthy rooftops of the underbridge sprawl out below this dizzying perch at the top of the shadow clock. The conical roof supports an onyx statue of an angel in the center of the roof. It towers like a god. Her waxed features are caked with grime, making her seem almost demonic in countenance. At the far end of the roof, behind the angel, in its shadow, sits a nest of cushioned silk sheets and a small line of chests. Seated on the cushions is a slender woman, in plain commoner's clothes, perhaps a noble of some sort, with long, wild black hair. She steps up out of the shadows and walks towards you, reaching behind her back to produce a golden mask with snake-like features. As she reaches to place it on her face, her body begins to morph, and she takes on her true form.
She's
Oh,
a
look at that thing.
snake woman.
As a massive woman with the body of, well, the upper portions of a snake, and upper portions of a woman, and the body of a snake. She reaches to the
wasp.
ground and pulls out, lifts up a massive spear, and lunges towards you all. And that is where we will end for tonight.
Quick, fly up.
Okay, well,
Well, that went well.
that
Yeah.
was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. Doing the guest thing is new.
Yes.
Figured I'd give lots of friends a shot. Thank you, Archives of Nethys. I thought this was fun. So we will be back next week. I think the plan is to do Monday, hopefully.
Aye.
Just because other commitments and stuff get in the way. So
Yep.
does
we will
that?
see you then. Catch us live mostly every Tuesday night, 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. Next week will be Monday, 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. This has been Third Action. You can follow us on YouTube or on the pod things. We're on Twitter, Third Action Show. Give us a like or a follow. Give us a sub. We're still holding Bryce hostage next week. So
Aye.
till then.
Please subscribe. They won't let me eat.
All right. Farewell. Oh, Archives of Nethys is going to have an update soon with the
Oh, sweet.
Gods of
I've been
Magic
waiting for that.
and Game Mastery Guide. Excellent. I've been waiting for this
Yay.
too.
That's what I've been looking forward to.
So yeah, check out Archives of Nethys. Actually, it's all of the. I think it's now the official online Pathfinder resource.
I have
so
it open right now, so
yeah,
I've been
all of the
using it for
rules
referencing.
are free, fully available, searchable. It is excellent. So give it a look. Thank you guys for watching. Have a happy night. Good night, everyone.
Toodaloo.